Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today's read is going to be about what is coming for you in August and also any special messages we need to hear. I heard the most important message from Melanie Beckler yesterday that I needed to hear right away. So just so some of you guys are aware what's going on in my life, the night before last, Ian didn't sleep at all. He had a terrible pain in his stomach and he kept getting up, and I was like, are you okay? He's like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, okay, tomorrow we're going to the doctors, we'll see what's going on. So we got up, made an appointment. The doctor's like, I think you probably have gallstones from what you're telling me. We go to radiology, have that looked at. He has several of them, and it creates an intense pain, as some of you know if you've ever experienced this. And it was so horrible to see a family member going through this pain. But I'm like a lion when it comes to, if things are going wrong, I just take the bull by the horns and I take care of everything, get all the appointments, get everything going. But afterward, I almost feel like the aftermath where you feel exhausted. And Elaney was coming over last night too, after all these appointments and everything, and I hadn't seen her, and I wanted my energy to be up and I wanted to be all happy. No kidding, I put on Melanie Beckler, and the first thing she said was, guess what, we're all going to have some very heady challenges in our lives, but when we do, we have to release it immediately so the blessing and the healing can come in immediately, so we can be calm and grounded and be optimistic and strong for those that need it, so we can be calm, cool, collected, and know that, you know, this is just a phase, that everything passes. And as soon as I heard that, I felt so calm. I was like, thank you so much, Melanie. That was the best. And I needed to hear it, because it was like that thing when you are almost in a car accident, you're fine during it, but then after, like, your arms shake and you're nervous, because I was like, okay, now the operation is Monday and all these things. So, you know, if I don't get to your comments right away, I am reading them, you guys, and I just, you know, and if there's a day or two where there isn't a video, that just is because of the procedures and things going on. But everything is all right. You know, it's going to be a microsurgery. They go in, they remove the gallbladder, and then they go on from there. But this is what I mean about messages. I was like, what should I do? Right away, I reached in. Oh, a bird just landed really close to me. I reached in and I dug deep and I said, okay, you can act crazy, panic, and have this just take over your life and worry and create scenarios that don't exist. You know you're not about that. So go in your backyard, go in the jungliest part where it's the greenest, and, you know, listen to some of your favorite readers and just calm down and have a great icy glass of water. Chill out. And that's what I did. Right when I heard this message, I'm like, of course things, we go through things in life. Of course, you know, we have to be the optimistic, strong person so we can see the blessings, right? We can see the gifts that are out there. So thank you for all you other light workers out there that help me as well, because we do have dark days and we do have things where we're like, and you know, I almost was like, oh, I'm going to tell Elaney I can't see her, but that brought me way back up and it brought my energy up and I felt great. And that's the thing, that we should always make room for the things that lift us, right? And the people that lift us. So that's where I'm at. If there's a delay in anything, in videos or whatever, it's just a little thing going on in my life. Ain't no big thing, so we're over that. So really look for the messages, you guys, that lift you and support you and help me. And come over to my Instagram at sparkwist11. I daily do positive affirmations, a lot of Abraham Hicks and things that are just about coping as calmly as possible with things, and then looking for the best way. Again, it is like divine will. Things happen, and when we know that we're not in control of them, we accept them, we seem to do better, right? Okay, so let's see what's coming for you in August and any messages as well. So number one is divine will. Let go of fear. Absolutely. I've been stating this over and over, that our kind of house of emotion only has room for one temperature. It can be fear and anxiety and all of those things, you know, which I call the hot emotions, where it just disconnects us. Or we have the cooler emotions of calm, groundedness, optimistic. And then that just starts to snowball into more good. We look forward to more good because we believe that's what's there. And speaking of that, it's like that is really Abraham Hicks and the law of increase. You know, the law of increase is about being happy and being grateful for what we have now. So at the same time, we need to have faith that we can grow and have more of it, right? The key is to feel grateful and to let go of fear. So number two is the birth of creation, potential growth, which all of us have every day. I mean, we never are sitting still. Life is cyclical. We go around, we learn, we build, we create more assets and information and connectivity, all of that, right? And number three is ground your light. Let your soul shine. I look at this card all the time because my back lawn is kind of like this. It's like a little cove. There's little coves under trees where you don't see anything but green. And I really feel like it grounds everything out. I picture it going into the earth and coming back up and getting that lovely, soulful, restful energy from the earth. So that's number 3. So I'm going to let you make your choice and we're going to see what's coming for you. Yeah, I'm really excited. August is amazing for soulmates and just nurturing yourself and, releasing things. Really, I feel like there's going to be a really passionate and inspired time. You guys are going to have really fertile imaginations. You're going to feel invigorated and you're going to feel really good. And it's important. It's, why would we get up if we didn't feel motivated and passionate or looking forward to something, right? That's what I grasp at when I first wake up. I'm like, what am I looking forward to today? And I'm like connecting with all you guys, creating something beautiful that wasn't there before. Being with my family today, I was all excited about the lunch I was going to pack for Eleni and I are going to the beach. So let's see what's going on. So you have to look forward to. I am going to pull 3 cards. You're getting some earth and fire and some, in the sun. I felt this for you guys. I feel like a new day is dawning for you. It is like you're going to be competing in a new arena where you just feel like you're ahead of everything. You're ahead of the game because you're scratching stuff off the game board that's no longer important to you. I feel like this was a really cool message I heard yesterday too. Listen, what happens with a lot of us is we start a lot of projects, we start a lot of things, but then we have all these loose ends that are hanging around and they're still in our mind, they're still in our energy. So we're trying to focus on that and cope with all these loose ends. So really clean those up. Like I'll start many pieces of jewelry and then I won't have a clasp or something yet, so I'll put them aside. And then I'll have like in my mind, I'll be remembering this and it takes up space. So anything that needs doing, like if you have a water heater or a lawnmower or something that needs repaired and it's ticking around your head all the time, just do it so you can cross it off your mental list and move on. Okay, if you need something that's looking after a breast exam, something like that. I feel like some of you are putting off some exams and things like that. Don't do it, just get it crossed off your list. Then all these little strings aren't dangling around in your psyche distracting you. You're completing these tasks, okay? And I feel like right now with the King of Earth, this generous, professional, responsible, practical energy that's coming in, this is actually the card for the soulmates for a lot of you, and this is the energy of this person. This comes up all the time. I feel like this very successful, confident person is coming in and they're going to create a lot of opportunities in your life as well because they motivate you by you seeing how they seize opportunities. Like it's one of those things where it's, oh yes, easily said than done, but because it's so close to you and you see this individual doing it, you're like, oh, I get it. You just need to take those little steps forward and create the momentum and the energy and see things through. Again, that's why we need to clear the counter and get all the stuff that's just hanging there. And then your mind feels fresh and clear because you don't have all these, 90% completed projects. And I mean, I definitely do this as well, and it's distracting to me. So really complete those, get those things done that you need to do. If you need to get paperwork done for visas, things like that, get them done, get that off the table. Now, the 3 of Fire speaks to your abundance. Things are going to start to look very good for you monetarily. If you had been struggling or just making ends meet, something's going to come in, an idea, a revenue stream, a notion, something that's going to be turned into money and finances and be able to help you get way ahead of the game. And I feel like you're going to be making long-term plans for a new business, for travel, things like that. You really want to kind of map out your future, and that's really beautiful. And August is a wonderful time to do that, you know what I mean? Because it's like everything is still warm and you still have the kiss of summer all around you and you're more relaxed. It's kind of like preparing for the winter. I feel like you definitely have the mindset for that and you're going to do beautifully with that. So start also an envisionment board. That can be very helpful. So the sun, beautiful. Happy outcomes. I feel right now a lot of you guys are waiting for answers for things from people, places, and things, and you're going to get the answers that you're seeking, the good ones, the positive ones that make the outcome come in your favor, and it's going to lead to success because you're going to have confidence in yourself going, wow, if I've endured this and this came out in my favor, I can do anything. So August, you're just going to be shining. You're going to be super optimistic. You're going to be reaching for everything that helps you in terms of good diet, good mental stability, good positivity, listening to good light workers and affirmations that help you build on that premise that, of course, you can have and do whatever you want in this world. Beautiful energy, group one. I love that for you. Yeah, and soulmates, woo. Love and light to you. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I'm so happy. And yeah, if you need a private read, if you want to come see me on Instagram, any of those things, everything is down there. And thank you, patrons and subscribers. You guys, you're so wonderful. You're really helping the channel grow. It's so much fun. So now, birth of creation. This is potential growth. So I feel like if you chose this, a lot of you guys are searching for something. You're searching, intuitively for what really is my life path? What direction should I go in? A lot of people like to close a lot of doors before they move on. And I do think that's smart. Again, it's that loose end. Let's get rid of things that we really don't need anymore, mentally and physically, because things can clutter and overwhelm us. I'll give you an example. This morning I was looking for a particular piece of jewelry for someone who was coming over to pick it up, and I had so many trays all over in every room and offices and everywhere, and it was like, it was the last place I looked. And I got to tell you, I got a little frantic because I'm like, I just spent 30 minutes looking for something. I should know where it is. You know what I mean? But obviously it was just one of those late nights where I was working and I just put everything away in a rushed fashion. So this is about potential growth, is about being organized. We kind of have to know we've got all our ducks in a row, and how we're able to grow and reach our potential is by kind of mapping it out, right? I write things down every day. Okay, so let's see what the main energy is going to be for you guys. Outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous. News on an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and your ingenuity. I feel that any of you guys that are thinking of taking on a new business partner, starting a business for yourself, having a little side hustle, something like that, now is the time. I feel like you're going to feel super motivated and creative to do this. And because of that, you're going to attract people. You're going to attract investors. You're going to attract friends. You're going to have people that are really cheering you on and want you to do awesome. And because of all that good energy circulating and positivity, it's going to take off like a house on fire. And I feel like you do have a really original structure to how you do things, and it works for you. And don't listen to anybody else or change it, because the way you blueprint things works for you. And this business venture is going to, artistic or otherwise, whatever it is, I feel like it's doing fantastically. So you also have the 9 of fire. You got, wands and wands. So don't give up. It's saying protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. What happens is sometimes if we're running in tandem or equal success levels with certain friends, family members, or whatever, it's hard for them to see us escalate a little bit and get ahead. So they may say things that are distracting, demeaning, diminishing, or whatever. It's only out of fear that, you're not going to need them anymore or be around. That's all that is. So don't listen to that, because when people speak of fear, it's only the fear of the loss of you. And they're just not awakened enough to the fact that we should always have people be more elevated. I don't care if anybody goes ahead of me in any way, shape, or form. I am so psyched when any trajectory is up for anybody. I'm like, go for it. I will always support. And I'm a huge supporter, especially of sisterhood, because women really, they can change the world when they're helping one another. And I feel, sometimes I just cry when I realize somebody is in a dark place and somebody spoke up for them and helped them see the light, and then they blossomed and they flourished because of it. And you're going to flourish, with or without anybody's perfect opinion. Now look at this. 7 of Earth is talking about seeds that are well planted, a temporary pause in action. So this is that you could possibly be second guessing yourself. Don't do that. Never think that you need to change or alter anything because of anybody else's opinion, okay? As soon as you realize that and your inner dialogue becomes positive and saying, okay, you planted these seeds, you are not going to miss. You are going to be a success. So have faith in yourself. And I feel like due to that fact, you're going to have those little victories in the beginning. It's going to cause momentum and real positivity that's going to help carry it through whatever is going on, whether it's a new venture and also buying a house, property, travel, whatever it is. It's really going to work out for you by you just saying, I've got this. I've got this. We have to remember that, honest to goodness, our thoughts create our moods, create our deeds, create, what we can accomplish. When we think we can, we certainly can. I mean, it's crazy. Again, the law of increase is about being happy and grateful for what we have now, okay? And that is why we create faith that we can grow and have more of it. And you're going to have great faith in yourself, and other people around you are going to be supporting you, which I love. There'll always be 1 or 2 naysayers, but we just got to turn that faucet off, because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so now we're on to ground your light, which I'm doing right now. I have my feet on the bare earth, and it feels so good. And then I feel like you kind of get lit within. You really understand that, there is no rush. There's something about bare feet that just calms everything down. So let's see what's going on for your main energy. So you have 10 of water. So you're going to have a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are going to be met. You're going to have trustworthy relationships. So I feel that if there were any kind of schisms in relationships with brothers, sisters, aunts, or whatever, that's going to be healed due to the fact that, everybody makes mistakes. Some people overstep. Sometimes people say things they don't mean that can be hurtful, but I feel like everything's coming back into harmony and you're going to have peace in your home. Especially as some of you, I'm hearing you have teenagers that can be like a little back chatting, a little disrespectful. You're going to create boundaries that say, listen, that's unacceptable, because children do need to be parented and we do need to remember that. But I feel like it's going to be really rewarding. Like, you're going to be happy to walk into your house. You're not going to, you don't have to prepare for an explosion or emotional tirade from anybody. It's just going to be smooth sailing. I feel like August is going to be super, super peaceful. Look at you with all the water, and the last was all fire. So this is tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. I feel like this has to do with a new love relationship coming in, that you're going to have a really artistic, beautiful soul that comes into your life, and it's going to be a new development. Trust your intuition. Know that you can trust this person. I feel like they're very artistic. They're probably like a musician or a stage person, just somebody who's just very fluid and dreamy, and they are an absolute genuine human being. So really, really listen to yourself. Don't second guess yourself. I have so many people that blow my mind that are like, well, Melanie, I don't think I'm good enough for him or this and that. Regardless of fame, if somebody is super famous, if somebody is super wealthy, it doesn't matter. It's your level of confidence and belief in who you are and your value. If you don't value yourself, how are other people going to do that? That's what we have to remember, right? Everybody has value. Everybody is unique. That's why I'm always, reiterating not to compare yourself to other people, because it's impossible to compare people, even if they're twins. It is not the same emotional set. It's not the same blueprint internally in their soul, right? So why would we ever compare ourselves to anything, physically, emotionally, or otherwise? We are all unique, all beautiful, all, just this expansive, beautiful energy where we're trying to get out there and, make life happen in a good, positive, balanced way. Now, I love this life experience with Archangel Chamuel. This is saying a significant life event is about to happen, a powerful revelation that's going to lead to change. Time to spread your wings. I feel like all of a sudden you're going to have an epiphany that, oh my God, I've always been able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and succeed at any time. Why did I have these boundaries on me? I feel like this life change too. A lot of you are going to realize you're going to have babies, or someone in your family is also going to have babies. Quite a few of you are going to be proposed to, and that is quite significant because you've been waiting a while, and or it's an absolute surprise to some of you. You're like, okay, and of course, that's sharing your personal space with somebody else for a lifetime, or until you just want to murder them. No, I always hope in terms that things can always last forever. But as we know, it's like, it is a huge alteration to accept matrimony and to share your life space with somebody. So I feel like that's something too. Some of you, I feel like, are going to be accepted in schools that are like your dream schools. So you're super excited. I feel like some of you are going to have breakthroughs academically. Some of you are going to have a life experience through travel that just illuminates something and open your eyes to a degree that you're like, how was I so unawakened to these facts? I think, you'll see how other people experience life and comparatively realize how good you have it. And again, that's going to start a series of gratitude, which will bring you more abundance in however you see that. Really beautiful. I feel like you're going to be surrounded by thoughtful, creative people too. You're starting to bring that in your aura, and your places, your mental space is going to bring you exciting new opportunities, as well as career advancements. I'm hearing for a lot of you. Definitely. I feel like you're going to have a lot of connections with other people on social media that are going to advance you in a lot of ways as well, which I love. You're just going to be in a really great rhythm. You know what I mean? You're going to feel passionate, inspired, alive, invigorated, happy, and ready to seize things. Remember, it all starts with gratitude, right? If you just take like a notebook and you write clarity, love, appreciation, freedom, security, and stay focused on those, you actually feel movement inside of you. And it's like your path starts to light up, because these words become a feeling, become an action, and then you get the energy behind them that creates them, right? So always just write down anything that's positive, say it out loud, really begin to feel it, and then it takes off. It starts to become like a bonfire. So beautiful energy, group 3. I love that for you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, help, anything, everything is down there. My Etsy store, the Goddess Provisions box, everything. So love and light to you guys again. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel and your beautiful comments. You guys make my day. You guys are reaching for the stars, and you're making your dreams come true.